Guys, part 3, the final part of Legends Festival 2024 has officially begun, and we are getting an Ultra Beast Gohan. I know what you're thinking, another hybrid, another Ultra Gohan, and I understand, but hopefully this guy is the meta reset that we need to get rid of a bunch of toxic units. That's what I'm hoping for, 100%. But yeah, we got some new equipment, we got a bunch of events coming out. So we'll take a look at Beast Gohan first, obviously the main point of this update. He is a melee type, yellow. Okay, so he's sitting around 266 strike and 264 blast. That's pretty good offensively. Defenses are sitting around 180 and then 180 or 178 for strike and blast defense respectively. That's pretty good. He's a very balanced unit, I did notice. Which is good because hybrid teams right now is more blast centered team with like Gotenks, Ultimate Gohan, Ultra Gohan, blah blah blah. So you could technically give this guy blast based equipment as long as he doesn't have like as long as he doesn't have the type specific damage in his kit anywhere. He holds a strike and blast card, strike damage, 10% damage inflicted for 10 counts, and blast is restored key by 5. He's only on 2, or I guess 3 teams, Sun Family Hybrids and movies. I mean, but to be fair, those are 3 big teams too. Alright, he has blast armor and strike, minus 10% to enemy sustained damage cut effects to self for 10 counts. That's pretty good. He's stacking a lot of damage. He does a blast armor too, which is good. And then his blast recovers own ki by 10. That's good. Piercing Violent Beast Fang deals massive impact damage, and on activation, 15% blue card damage cannot be cancelled 2 times. That's permanent. And then he increases Dragon Balls by 1. Of course he does. And on hit, he shortens ally sub count by 3 and reduces enemy ki by 100. Alright. That's a very strong blue card, and he does have blast armor, so it is melee. Green card, Tornado Flash Beast Claw. Restores on HP by 15% and ki by 50. That's already strong right there. And on hit, oh, so this is a forward charging green card. Draws a blue card 3 times, and then draws 1 other card. Then he gets cover null for 10 counts, and then 30% damage received to enemies for 10 counts, and it's all comboable, and he has blast armor, which is good. This is a very good green card. I don't think it's as good as Majin Vegeta's, because Majin Vegeta, he has the AoE. He just does a bunch of stupid stuff like nullifying distort card effects and blah blah blah. But this guy, melee green cards are always good. And he has blast armor, which makes it better. Ultimate deals supreme impact damage, and on activation, 40% ult damage, and then nullifies endurance, and on hit, ooh, he has AoE damage. Interesting. Okay, so half of the damage inflicted will be dealt to enemy members, and inflicts them with minus 50% to HP restoration, and he nullifies blast arts when charging. So you don't even take damage when you're going through blast cards. This is, you can also ignore Ultra Gohan's armor break with this as well. Main ability, draws the ultimate arts card, Violent Destruction combat on next. HP by 30 and ki by 50, and then it goes type neutral 5 counts, and then nullifies destroyed card effects for 5 counts, and 25 counts must lapse. That's pretty good. It's not like over the top, in my opinion, because a lot of the modern units, they get like canceling attribute of downgrades and debuffs and whatnot, but this is still a very strong one. His ultra ability is Hybrid Saiyans, alright. Z ability 4, 5% to ultimate and awaken damage inflicted by hybrids, and then 42% to hybrids and movies, Dragon Blast attack. Alright. This will actually work well on the Hybrid Saiyan team, because if you look at the Hybrid Saiyan core right now, It's like Gotenks Ultimate Gohan. Both of those units have double defensive Z abilities, so him fulfilling this offensive Z ability role is going to be crucial. 200% damage inflicted, 70% reduced damage, reduces impact and pierce damage received by 15%. That's the green Goku had one recently, the one that came out next to what's his name, Glorio. He had 15%. They're starting to up it up because usually it's 10%. Anniversary is 10% reduced damage from those types, but we'll see how it goes. 50% key recovery, card draw speed, and -5 to strike and blast arts cost. That's good. And when he enters the battlefield, randomly just draws one card. Restores HP by 15% and key by 30. That is very similar to Gotenks. He pretty much has the same thing, and it's really noticeable. Gives him a lot of sustain. 90% damage inflicted. Okay, just baseline to 90% damage. Goes type neutral defensively 10 counts. Then nullifies own attribute downgrades at normal conditions for 10 counts 3 times. That's why he doesn't have it on his main ability. And that's pretty good. That's really good. Destroys all your enemies' special move arts cost. And inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -40% to special move arts power for 10 counts. Applies the following effects to self. Every time this character uses strike or blast card, randomly draws one new card when you have 3 or fewer, one time. That's similar to like the Blue Saga Super Saiyan 3 Goku that we just got in part 2. He does pretty much the same thing. Restores unique gauge by 20%, 20% damage inflicted for 10 counts. It's cover null 1 for 10 counts. Nullifies destroyed card effects. And that's just every time he switches in and uses a strike or blast card. That's good. That's very good. Applies the following effects itself when this character draws a blue card. Restores key by 30. 30% is blue card damage for 5 counts, and then applies buff effects, nullifies enemies' destroyed card effects for 5 counts, and cancels attribute downgrades. Okay. He's gonna be a blue card connoisseur, it looks like. Every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield, restores on HP by 3%, and then shortens ally sub count by 2 and 20. Wow, what? Activation counts reset. And then +10 to all arts. Okay, this is an insane defensive mechanic. The 3% is very similar to Raccoon and Koldo from the Ginyu Force, obviously. He's shortening sub count by 4 in total every time he switches in if he's getting hit. That's insane. And it resets after character switch, and then +10 total arts cost. That's very similar to like Evil Boo or Super 17. Stronger than actually. When his own health is 50% or lower, restores own HP by 40%, reduces enemy key by 100, destroys all enemy cards, and seals enemy green cards for 10 counts. Now that he's very strong defensively, just from this unique ability alone. That's very good. Knock enemies back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike guards. So he has a strike cover change that is comboable. While this character is in one of the following states, if own unique gauge is at 30% or more, consumes entire unique gauge to auto-counter enemy forward charging ultimate and awaken arts or rising rush. Wow, okay. That's powerful. It's very reminiscent of Goku and Frieza. Except stronger, because not only does it counter rushes, it also counters ultimates and awaken cards. Of course, in one of these stages, auto counter will not activate when changing covers. Yep. So if the enemy has cover null, then this won't take effect. Also applies the following effects when auto counter activates and deals massive impact. Wait, hold on. Yeah. He draws 4 cards. Restores key by 50. Goes type neutral for 5 counts. Destroys all your enemy's cards. Okay. The damage from this attack cannot cause the enemy to be defeated. Oh yeah, that active gauge, right. Forgot about that. That is a new mechanic that is pretty similar to the synchro gauge in the way it's shown. I mean, you guys probably saw the reveals and stuff, so you know how it works. Very slowly charges on active gauge while this character is on the battlefield on standby, and activates a special beam cannon that targets the entire battlefield by tapping the active gauge when full. And when that is activated, he goes tight neutral. He nullifies endurance for 3 counts and cancels attribute downgrades under normal conditions. This attack cannot be evaded, cannot be cover changed against, and resets on active gauge to 0 if special beam cannon misses. Deals supreme damage, by the way. Supreme damage on hit. So you, the normal person, I understand, will be like, oh my gosh, it's like an auto mechanic. You're just dealing damage, like, for free. And I understand how you could think that's toxic. But I think in this meta, I think it's actually necessary because we have units like VB, Super Saiyan 3, Majin Vegeta, Turles that are just able to sustain themselves so much that a lot of the matches right now are going to timer. And me personally, I do not like timer matches at all. So I think able to do that, the fact that Beast Gohan is able to do that damage for free kind of alleviates that a little bit. I mean, ideally, on paper. So it's less likely to go to timer so often, which I like. So yes, I understand how it could be toxic, but it also couldn't be, potentially. And we're gonna have to see if this can be used more than once. I know it says resets to 0 if it misses, but if the first one lands, can you charge up another one? Charges own unique gauge by 5% every time an ally is hit with an enemy's arts attack. So he has like a defensive gauge, I guess. Falling effects occur when an enemy activates an ultimate arts, awakened or rising rush while the character is not defeated. Shortens own subcut by 10 and cancels buff effects and attribute upgrades. Wow. So that pairs obviously with his unique gauge that counters the rushes and ultimates and whatnot. So he's guaranteed to block at least one of them. That's very powerful. I mean, yeah. What did you guys expect when they released another Gohan? Of course he was going to be really good. But, yeah, he actually looks amazing. I main hybrids, and this is going to be in my team form when he releases. I'm not going to put him next to any of the other Legends Festival units that doesn't work well with, besides latest lock, because I'm not a loser. Let's check out some equipment. Okay, so this is the new PvP equipment for movies. Blast defense 25%, HP 10%, 10% to base strike attack, and 12% to pure strike if this character's tag Hyper Saiyan. I mean, yeah, this is just your standard PvP equipment. It's very good. I did notice I think they did less spaced offenses here, which makes sense because Hyper Saiyan already has access to some insane equipment, like in top of the line. So I understand why they might have undertuned this one a bit, so it's fine. Oh, we should be getting a new equipment. I think I farmed up a red slot because Ultra Bonanza's on right now. I farmed up a red slot already. Hopefully I can find it. Where is it at? Give me a second. It's here somewhere. Where are you at? Should be here somewhere. I skipped past it. Why can I not see it? I should have a lot of them because I was farming the stage. passed it. Yeah, I definitely passed it. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so this is for Yellow Sun family. Base blast attack 15%, special move 10%, ultimate damage 10%, HP restoration 10%, and then base strike attack 35%. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's good. There's no defenses or HP on this equipment, which is kind of but it's giving a bunch of other stats. Giving 35% strike attack, 10% to all this. I would replace slot 1 with like HP or something. But yeah, overall, pretty good equipment. We shouldn't be getting a new Awaken equipment. We are. What? For Super Saiyan Gods, so Super Saiyan Blue units. Base Blast defense 20%, base strike attack 15%, base strike defense 15%, base strike attack again for 12%, and then to up to 12% pure strike attack when tagged Sun Fam or tagged Vegeta Clan is a battle mover. Yeah, this is good. So you're getting 20% blast defense, 15% strike defense, 27% base strike attack, and then 12% pure strike if these conditions are met. Yeah, this is good. You definitely want to farm up a few of these. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty much it in terms of new stuff. Let's take a look at the events. Shout out to Hydros for the data mines, of course. We are getting the Festival Tower, which gives us up to 1,000 Chrono Crystals. Got a new challenge battle. Just a banner. We're getting a new PvP season. New Daima cards with a Rinsu, I believe her name is. I don't know who this is. I'm not caught up on Daima. There's the kit. There's the equipment. More equipment. Here's the featured units. This isn't horrible. Not as bad as other Ultra banners for sure. Orange Piccolo, I mean, he's just there. But he did come out like what, last year? Was it last year? No, yeah, last year, right? So 5th anniversary. 5th anniversary, yeah. Second part, 5th anniversary. So I mean, he has unique equipment. I mean, he's just there. Cooler, no. Beast Gohan, no. But he is very recent. Dragon Fist, good bench. I mean, this is overall. These are way more up to date than the previous Ultra banners. Getting a new choice battle. What else? I think that's it. Oh yeah, Ultra Banana's on, so make sure you upgrade your equipment. Because this is the one time that you want to be doing this. Festival co-op, this is coming out in like 2 weeks, so I don't know why it's already in the data mines, but yeah, coming out in 2 weeks. So unfortunately, the Ultra Bonanza won't overlap with this, which sucks. I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so yeah, pretty big update. We do have confirmation that we are getting a new Zenkai unit and a new free-to-play unit from the reveals and stuff. So, but I'm assuming those are coming out next week. Hopefully, it's Gogeta Blue as a Zenkai, maybe future Gohan, but we'll see. But yeah, pretty big update. Hope you guys pull the Beast Gohan because PvP is about to be a mess. But let me know what you guys think about this update, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.